Well guys, here is an interesting one. It's the hunter, the devoted hunter, so you can just orbit the can at current and that will give you plenty of time for him to reach you. Well, I was worried that we don't get the speed boost, you know, from the dark, you know, in the other abyssal weather types, you know. We still have plenty of room because the NPCs are technically, how do you call it, slow too, you know. And as you can see now, we're just gonna knock him out of the park by the looks of it, and he will do very little damage to us now. So as long as you don't have really a very bad spawn of clouds, you know, the speed clouds and let's say the deviant suppressor automatas, and there he goes. But as you can see, we was lucky. The deviant suppressor automata was right next to us this time, you know. So I don't know. We could have probably done that faster, but you know, we probably lost a few rockets there, or sorry, missiles for the suppressor. Now you can definitely make this larger, and so you can see at least the deviant. I think the pylons, the other pylons, you know, who are giving tracking boost are named slightly differently. Yep, they should be. So you can kind of have an idea what you're facing. You can always orbit the gate as well at current, and that means that you shouldn't fly out if you don't hit a speed cloud. But look around, you know. Before you can start off with the orbit as well, and then kind of trim it down, if you will, if you see a, how do you call it, a cloud on the way. And here he is, guys. So I'm gonna orbit this at current, and I just need to target him and for him to come in range so I can definitely shoot him down. I don't see any oh, there is a cloud above me, but let's see if we're gonna get there. You can always put the tactical overlay window and you can see where you're going, so we might miss the cloud. But be aware that, let's say, if you are outside of the cloud and he is inside the cloud, you will be applying a bit worse, you know, so you will be doing technically less damage to him. But as you can see now, he's on top of us, and see how it's gonna go. I think we have him, but there we go. And he's gone. So yeah, guys, the Skybreaker, the hunt for the Skybreaker in the T0 Exotics is done. As you can see, he still applied quite a lot of damage to us, you know. It's not a joke. You know, you don't underestimate him, especially, you know, again, if you end up having a cloud and you are in the cloud, he's in the cloud, you are outside of the cloud, he's in the cloud, you're gonna apply worse, so he might end up doing far more damage to you than you are doing to him. If you have deviant automata suppressors, you know, that will kind of shoot down your rockets, sorry, your missiles or rockets that can kind of hinder your DPS as well. So he's gonna keep applying, but at least the fit is working. I think next I will try the Firestorm probably, but I just need to get some Caldari Navy Inferno missiles, and that should sort it, you know. He will have even less how do you call it, even less resistance on the thermal side, so that will be plenty to deal with. And he's tanking on shield, so technically in that weather type he is getting buff to his armor, which should we should kind of fly through it, if you will, you know. So Yep, next part will be the Firestorm, I would say. And we can try the Firestorm. Well guys, finally we got the pacifier out here. Oh, and I'm kinda making myself look like a fool. I'm gonna go with the Caldari Scorch, guys. Caldari Navy Scorch, you know, just in case. I'm not really sure how we're gonna fare against this guy, but it should be fine. He might be faster than the Hunter, as you can see. And by the time you reload, he's kinda closing quite a lot on you. You know, he's coming in fast. Probably the T1 rockets, you know, the Scorch rockets should have been fine. But there we go. I think he will be gone in a flash. There we go. All sorted. So yeah, the T1 rockets will do fine as well probably with him, but just in case, guys, you bring your Scorch, Navy Scorch, sorry. And I'm loading the wrong missile now. As usual, out of excitement. But that's the exotic. All three spawns that can kinda cause us some trouble are done. So next time we'll do the Firestorm as well. You know, all three of them I'll go hunt for them as well. Oh, why I cannot do it? There we go. You can press Q and drag in space, you know, to approach something, or the other shortcuts like W for orbit, you know, or E for keep at range, and just drag a square, you know, and he will do that for you. As you can see now, you're orbiting. Much better than trying to find them out here on the overview and then click down here, you know. And then if you get used to the radial menu, you have the same options there as well. But for some reason I cannot get used to the radial menu. Guys, what can I do? It was not in the game when I start playing, so maybe because, but I'm kinda getting used to the keyboard shortcuts, and I find them to be quite useful. But yeah, guys, thanks for staying until the end of this video. I hope you find it useful. Please like, subscribe and comment if you have the will for it and the time for it. It will be highly appreciated. So fly safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.